Hey everyone, welcome back. In the last video, we saw how to find the length of the shortest transformation sequence from the begin word to the end word, and we also built this hash map of each word and the list of its transformed words. Now in this video, we shall build all of the transformation sequences from the begin word to the end word using backtracking technique. So let's see how we can do that. Okay, the idea is pretty simple. We start from the begin word and obtain the list of its transformed words using this hash map. Now we shall do a depth first search from each of these transformed words until we find the end word 𝐶𝐞. So whenever we find the end word, we shall add the transformation sequence that we obtained to an output and then do backtracking from the end word to find out all of the possible solutions. So this will be more clear as we visualize this. So let's do that now. Okay, now let's start with the begin word hit. From hit there is only one transformation that is possible, which is hot. Now in order to keep track of this transformation, let's add these words to a transformation sequence list. Hit and hot, we'll add both of them. Now from hot, let's find out the list of its transformed words. So there are two of them, dot and lot. Now let's do a depth first search from each of these words. So let's start with the word dot. So before that, we will add this word dot to this transformation sequence list, and we'll do a depth first. So that is, we'll find out the list of its transformed words dot. So from dot we have a transformed word dog, only one word, right? Okay, so we'll add this word dog to this list and find out the list of its transformed words. So at every point we are doing a depth first search, that is recursion. Okay, from dog we have 𝐶𝐞. So we'll add this word 𝐶𝐞 to this output. Now from 𝐶𝐞 we'll find out the list of its transformed words, which is 𝐶𝐞. So we'll add this word 𝐶𝐞 to this output. Now this happens to be our end word, right? So that means we have found one transformation sequence from the begin word hit to the end word 𝐶𝐞. Now we'll make a deep copy of this list to an output list, because we'll keep modifying this list here to find out other possible solutions. So let's make a deep copy of this. So I'll copy this list to a new list. Okay, now let's backtrack from this end word and find out other possible solutions. Now let's backtrack from 𝐶𝐞. So from 𝐶𝐞, are there any other possible solutions? So there is only one word 𝐶𝐞, from one transformation possible from 𝐶𝐞 to 𝐶𝐞. So there are no other transformations. So whenever we backtrack from one word to its previous level, so let's delete that word from this list here. Okay. Now from 𝐶𝐞 there are no other transformations possible, so let's backtrack. So whenever we backtrack, we remove that word from this list here. So we have already done this deep copy. I'll remove this here. Okay, from dog, are there any other transformations possible? No. So we backtrack again and remove this word dog. Now from dot, there's only one transformation dog. So there are no other transformations. Once again we backtrack. We remove this word dot from this list. Now from hot, there is this other possible transformation sequence. So we'll start iterating through this word lot. Okay, now let's add this word lot to this list here. So the transformed word from lot is log. So let's move to this word log. So from log, so we'll add this word log to this list here. Okay, from log we obtain this word 𝐶𝐞. Okay, we'll add the word 𝐶𝐞 to this output. Now from 𝐶𝐞 we obtain this word 𝐶𝐞 again. Now 𝐶𝐞 is our end word, so we'll add this word 𝐶𝐞. Once again we make a deep copy of this list here. So I'll add this list here. Now once again we backtrack and try to find out if there are any other solutions that are possible. So from this EndWord cow. So whenever we backtrack, we remove that word from this list here. We have already done this deep copy. Now from 𝐶𝐞 there are no other possible solutions, so we backtrack. So we'll remove this word. From log there are no other solutions possible, so we backtrack. We remove this word log. From lot there are no other possible solutions, so we again backtrack. We'll remove this word lot. Now from hot we have explored all possibilities here, dot and dot, so we again backtrack. We remove this word. From hit there is no other transformation possible, so we remove this word hit, and now we have an empty list and we are done with processing or finding out all the transformation sequences. So this is how we find out the actual transformation sequences using BackTrack technique. Now let's look at the code.